Well, hello lovelies. So today I decided to do a Valentine's Day look, something soft and subtle, but still very sweet. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I was really excited because I just recently got a new camera, so I wanted to say hi to you guys first. But I'm going in with my NYX Eyeshadow Base in Nude. And I'm just applying this with a concealer brush, and then I'm going to go in with my finger and kind of blend it out. That's a Sonia Kashuk brush. It came in a set, so it doesn't have like a specific number or anything like that. And the star of the show for today is going to be my BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel Palette. But before we start with colors from the Carli Bybel Palette, we have to go in with MAC Saddle. I mean, come on guys, what is my life without MAC Saddle? I'm using a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just blending that into my crease. MAC Saddle is like my eyelids color, just better. Next, I'm going to be going in with this middle shade in the top row on the Carli Bybel palette. Unfortunately, the colors do not have names on them, so I'm going to be pointing them out. I'm using the same Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just applying that right on top of where I placed Saddle. Next, I'm going to go in with this purple plum shade using my Morphe M433 brush. And as you can see, I'm only patting the product on. I'm not blending or anything, and I'm doing that on my outer V on both eyes. And again on this eye, I am packing the color in. I'm not swiping or blending anything. Now it's time to blend. I'm going to be honest, I'm not exactly sure if I'm using the Morphe M506 or M507 brush. However, both of these brushes are very small, detailed brushes, and it makes it very easy to get into that crease and to put the color exactly where you want. So we pack the color on to our outer V, and we're just dragging it across into our crease using a combination of the Morphe M433 and the M506 or 507. And here, using the M433, I'm just going back and forth using windshield wiper motions to make sure that the color is completely blended out. We don't want any harsh lines. Next, using an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush that I lightly dipped in MAC Saddle, I'm just blending out that heavy line so that there's no line of demarcation between my eyebrow and the crease color. Now I'm going to go in with both of these gold shimmer shades in the palette, and I'm going to be using my Crown 209 brush. I believe that's what this brush is. I love this brush so much that the members have rubbed off of it, but you can use any flat eyeshadow brush that's good for packing on color, especially shimmer shadows. Now going back in with that Morphe M433, I haven't put any more product on this brush. I'm just blending out the line between the dark color and the light color.
And of course, going in with my NYC liquid liner, I'm going to apply a wing liner. I apologize for the fact that my hand is in the way. I was looking in a different mirror, so the angle is a little bit off, but if you know how to do a wing liner, then you already know what I am doing here. If you don't, I will attempt to find a better way to get this angle right and give you guys a tutorial on how to do wing liner. I also wanted to show this to you guys in real time. This hasn't been sped up, only edited to cut down on time. But just to show that, you know, when you do a wing liner, it's not always going to be perfect. It does take time. It's not, you know, one brush stroke and it's on your face. It's a process. Next, I'm going in with my Old Faithful, my number 7 beautifully matte face primer. I just can't not use this primer. If you guys can find another primer that works as good as this one, then I'll try it. But until then, holy grail status. However, I have added a new smoothing primer to my routine. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I love the way this makes my makeup lay, and it smells like oranges, which is a plus. Now it is time to cover up those hyperpigmentation marks. I am using my LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector, and I'm just applying these to, obviously, my hyperpigmentation scars. Applying this orange corrector to the dark marks on my face is actually going to conceal them underneath my foundation so that I don't have to apply more foundation to try to cover up those spots. Using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the concealer. You want to make sure that your complexion sponge and or beauty blender is damp so that it's not absorbing all of your product. Next, using a flat foundation brush, I'm applying my Maybelline Matte and Poreless in 355 Coconut all over my face. I know it seems as if I'm putting on a lot of foundation. I do want a full coverage look. However, I'm going to blend it out. Just wait and see. Again, using the same Real Techniques sponge, I'm now blending out the foundation on my face and making sure that it's giving me an even and flawless coverage, but also airbrushed, so to speak. You want your foundation to blend. You don't want any lines of demarcation. I apologize if it sounds like I'm sick or I'm stuffy, because I am stuffy and sick. My nose is congested. I'm a little under the weather today, guys. I'm going in with my NYX HD Concealer in 08. I like to highlight and conceal all at once. Again, with my same damp Real Techniques sponge, I'm now blending out my highlight and conceal. I considered showing this to you guys in real time as well, but I realized that it was too long and it was too much in process. I got bored, so I figured you'd probably get bored watching too. So after I blended everything out, I realized that my highlight wasn't as bright as I personally wanted it. So I'm going back in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Warm Honey. And again, we're just going to blend that out with our beauty sponge. Now, using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, I'm setting that under eye concealer so that it doesn't crease, but also because I'm an oily girl, I don't want any of my oils to seep through prematurely throughout the day. As you can see, while my face was baking, I went ahead and applied my lashes off camera. I will try to figure out a way to do a tutorial to show you guys how I apply my lashes, but it's a struggle because my eyelashes are really curly. So it's a bit of a struggle between me and a lash. However, here I am just setting my entire face. I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW45, and I'm just making sure that there's no line of demarcation between the translucent setting powder, my foundation, or anything like that. Going back in with the same plum shade that we used before, I'm using a Morphe M210 brush to smoke out my under eye. Only taking this plum shade about halfway in, so from the outer corner to halfway to the center of my eye is where we're going to stop with this color. As I want to use the same Morphe M210 brush, but using a lighter color, I'm going to use my Vera Mona Color Switch Duo to take the dark color out of the brush so that way I can use the lighter gold and champagne color that we used on our lid earlier. Again, using the same brush, this time I'm working from my inner corner to the middle of my eye. So that way it kind of gives it a contrast. You have darker from that outer corner to the end, and you have lighter from the inner corner to the outer. It's going to make your eyes appear bigger than they already are. Using a Morphe M523 brush and MAC Blunt, I'm warming up my face and adding a slight bit of contour. Using the dark bronze shade, I'm taking a fan brush and I'm highlighting my cheekbone. Just so that there's not a harsh line underneath my eye with the highlight, I'm going back in with my Morphe M501 to blend things out a little bit. And because I'm extra, I'm going to go in with the shade lighter on highlight and add that on top of what we've already put down. I like for my highlight to be seen from the satellites. This step, of course, is optional. You don't have to have as much highlight as I do. I realized that earlier I did not mention what lashes I had on. These are Koko lashes in Stella. The mascara that I'm using is the new Smashbox X-Rated mascara, and you guys, I think I found my new favorite mascara. Going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Sepia, I'm just applying this all over my lips. Because it's a lip gloss, I did not have to start with a lip liner first. To lighten and soften things up a bit, I'm adding Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood to the center of my lips. I don't necessarily want an ombre effect, but I do want to give myself a pink lip without going overboard, keeping it neutral and natural. Guys, that completes my soft and subtle Valentine's Day look. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so you can stay up to date with all my videos. I don't think I have anything else left to tell you guys other than I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you. Stay beautiful, stay true, and stay you. Bye. You see, this is
You gotta feel me. Wherever you go.